The Morwell Convention and Reception Centre is open and ready. Weddings, seminars, functions, presentations, expos. It's a customisable modern space with top quality catering. For all functions big and small, book the Morwell Convention and Reception Centre today.
Depending on the conditions, whether it's indoor or outdoor I use my XGs for fast and slow greens. But when I go into indoors, I generally use the Tiger-based bowls, Tiger TXs, which have a bit more of a wider bias. Get back to the jack.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Henselite Victorian Open for 2026. We're here from sunny Morwell, bringing you mixed pairs action. Round of 64. We have an absolute treat for you today. 3 matches installed across the day's coverage here on BVTV. Day 2 of the Henselite Victorian Open for 2026. My name's Tony Sherwell. Joining me in commentary, Josh Thornton. Morning, JT.
Morning, Tone. Help if I unmuted myself. Started the day off well.
Well, you might be better on mute.
People are sick of me at home anyway. Nah, should be good. As I said, 3 rounds of knockout here at Morwell today. We will get a winner from here per se, and they will have to head to Traralgon for a quarter-final match this evening.
Yeah, nice little twilight match. It'll be good atmosphere there at Traralgon later on today.
Which will lead into our Bowls for Your Life Mega Bowl later on this evening as well too. So anyone around the area keen, we want the Bowls for Your Life Mega Bowl to be going pumping tonight. So
certainly do. Come on down and have a bit of fun at Traralgon. You'll hear the announcement in the background. That is permission for players to start. So 2 1/4 hour time limits. Roll-ups just been completed. The match we're bringing you today. Shu Alice 1 and Wing On So from Hong Kong up against Sonia and Cooper Sutton.
You've done well there, Tone.
Yes, now we've spoken to the Hong Kong players this morning, and it's Alice and Kenny is their preferred names here. So nice and easy for a couple of bumbling messes like you and I.
Speak for yourself, Tone.
So Alice on the mat. Kenny's asking to stretch the jack out a little bit next time, but no great stress. And here we go. We are underway. 15 ends, 2 1/4 hour time limit. Same conditions, no change. 4 matches going on here at Morwell. So awesome to see an international contingent here at the Vic Open. 2nd biggest tournament in the Southern Hemisphere. Great opportunity for some of the bowlers from Hong Kong to come down and test their wares. In different conditions, different atmospheres against different styles of play. We're very happy to have them. Pretty good opening bowl from Alice as well.
And the mother-son combination of Sonia and Cooper Sutton. Know him quite well. Cooper come through the junior ranks recently, just aged out. Very close to making an under-18 stateside, I reckon, from his form and all the rest of it. And you just never know what's around the corner for him now. He's turned 18. He's at the Deer Park Club, very strong club. Good people in Mark Casey and Chris Green looking after him there in that youth development squad, and he's very positive and aggressive the way he plays.
Yeah, not wrong. And in fact, I met with Mark Casey the other day, and he said Cooper's really progressed in his game. So good to see, as you say, just out of under 18s. But very nice to see mother and son having the ability to play together.
I'm 99% confident he won the junior BPL 2 ago. Not the one just gone. I remember the one the year before he was representing the Dandenong club in the Junior BPL Cup.
He's played here before. I played pairs here last year, and Cooper Sutton was playing alongside us. So he'll have a little bit of knowledge on the greens here. Other matches going on this green. Ella Hipworth and Bailey Randall are taking on Joe McMahon and Steve Webster. Benny Glass and Kylie Alexander taking on Geraldine Knott and Robert McGarity. And Jill White and Alex Muirhead. And they're taking on Melissa and Grant Banks. So all the matches being live scored as we do here at the Vic Open. A little touch on the jack there for Sonia Sutton. Getting the message out to Kenny about the cameras. May not be familiar with playing on a stream drink, which is understandable. I'll ask him just to move slightly to the left in due course. Successful start to the tournament yesterday, JT. Everyone seemed quite happy. Obviously, the winners are slightly happier than the losers, but
Yeah, and we had that one knockout match, which actually went to an extra innings the afternoon too, between the two Ocean Grove teams. So, no, it was a good day. From what I gather and just talking to a few people, everything went reasonably seamlessly across all the venues, which is great. No dramas with the knockout draws filtering across very nicely, you know, so all good.
yeah, Bowlslink does a terrific job of running the competition, and shout out to everyone who live scored their matches. I think
About 90%, I reckon, were at yesterday.
About
Which was
120 of the 132 were all live scored. A few that weren't for various reasons, but well done to each and everybody who live scored their matches. Makes it a lot easier on all the volunteers who don't have to then put in scores and the chance of inputting them incorrect. Players manage it. It's always balanced and checked by each player. So Kenny's got an interesting little delivery. There's a little right angle movement of the hand just before he lets it go. Johnny Roberts gives a nod to the camera.
he just
Nod to the viewers.
Just had to get his face in there, didn't he?
He'll know some of these Hong Kong players. He's spent a bit of time in Hong Kong of recent times for World Bowls, doing a bit of education, umpiring at events. So probably will have a good rapport with them. This is Cooper Sutton. Not a bad track. All on the speed. Nice ball, holding a couple. So watch this little twist out the hand just before
Did see it, Tane. Thought my delivery was unique. He does the same thing every time and gets them close. It doesn't matter.
Exactly right.
That's his own teammates. That's Alice's. So that's one to the Hong Kong pair. I was going to say, I reckon Coop's every chance of arriving here, sitting the bowl, getting the jack down the line.
Okay, good discussion with mother and son. Didn't like it out of the hand, a touch wide, so still got one bowl to come though. Ellis just saying to Kenny, try and rest on these two bowls. It's a good call. It's a reasonable effort here, JT.
He's played two good ones in a row. I still don't think that changed Cooper's shot because he can actually get them both or get the jack's the key. If he gets the jack, he makes four. I think he might have listened to you, JT. Or he just knew what the correct shot was. No, he was listening to me.
Yeah, sure. I knew. Why did I open myself up to that?
You could be the greatest shot caller in the world, Tane, but unless you can execute it, you're no good to anybody. Wide again. Two it is. To Alice and Kenny. Oh. You do it, Tane. Come on. Get the scoring right.
I don't want to have you touching the computer. God knows what score you'll put in.
Well, if my record this morning / last night shows about computers and spreadsheets and stuffing up drawers, well, you know.
It's another hour's work you didn't need to be doing this morning. Morning to you, Steve McGregor. Nice to have you joining us. Nice to have everybody joining us on BVTV. Of course, brought to you by our generous partners, Moama Bowling Club and the Dandenong Bowls Club. We always like a bit of interaction. So if anybody has a comment or has a opinion on anything, we welcome it.
You know what we can talk about today, Tone?
And not fighting bears again.
No. It's Sunday. You know what that means? Quaddy Day, Golden Slipper, you name it, you know.
No, that's not responsible. There are kids listening. We are not doing that.
I'm actually just getting my tips through for my little punters club for the quaddy.
There's no punters club. We don't even do it.
Not you. You're not a part of it.
No, don't want to be. Bad for you. Bad. Voodoo. So Alice just sunk the jack. Just turns it over to Sonia and Cooper. They've changed the length considerably. It's a relatively quick green. JT,
I'm not convinced it is. The feedback I got yesterday was nowhere near as quick as what it was a couple of years ago.
Yeah, well, that is true. It's certainly changed.
And I had people text me go, geez, this green's slow.
I don't think it's slow at all.
What's your interpretation of slow and what's your interpretation of fast?
Well, slow would be 13 and below.
It wouldn't be that much over 13.
Fast would be 15 and a half plus.
I don't think it's much quicker than 13. It'd be 14 max.
Really? I'm going to time this, and if you're wrong, I'm coming for you. You and your punters club. Good start by Alice. Sits one in just behind. Suddenly I want into the punters club. Good response from Sonia Sutton too. Morning to you, Brendan. Nice to have you joining us on Facebook, one of our regular viewers here on BVTV. Brian Bull Mansbridge into the only responsible gambling JT would be doing would be to not gamble because he's lousy at it.
Bull doesn't mind a flutter himself.
Pretty good bowling here from Alice. Well played.
Yeah, well played.
This is what we've come to see. JT, the crew from Hong Kong are roughly about 27, 28 people or thereabouts.
Yeah, roundabouts. Yeah, fun enough, we might have even got our numbers a little bit mixed up because there was a few that entered on their own that weren't a part of the squad that we were dealing with directly as well. So I know at one stage there, Sam moved a section around to help them out. It turns out they had nothing to do with that party, you know, so.
Fantastic to see them.
The Victorian Opens, the Australian Opens of the world are really great festivals. You know, one, obviously you get some good bowls, but two, it becomes a little community. And
oh, she's very, very stiff. She ends up being one down.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right, it does.
There you go. Johnny Foot says it's 13 and a half.
Yeah. I'm going to time it my way. I mean, it is.
Wait
till tomorrow.
Anyway, yeah, what I was saying, Vic Open, Australian Open, obviously, you know, participation events, people can come and play, and try and make it fun along the way, and this is what, you know, a group from Hong Kong come over and do.
Yeah, spot on, and of course the Victorian Open is part of the World Bowl Series, so it points towards the international ranking system. Three pretty good bowls there from Alice. She's a little bit stiff to knock the jack back to the Sonia Sutton bowl, which was also a good bowl. Well played by both our leads.
A bit of a crew turning up to watch here now too, Tone.
Yeah, I like it. Strong support.
Only
for the
two
Hong Kong
venues
team.
used today. We've got obviously an eighth, yeah, that'd be right. An eighth of the knockout draw here at Morwell and all the rest at Traralgon today.
Yep.
And after tonight's last round, we'll be down to the semi-finals.
The genuine pointy end.
It's a fair bowl, that one.
Yeah, well done, Kenny. Great effort. What's the shot here for
I think
Cooper Sutton?
he's just got to try and draw and get another one in the count. Best spot is probably getting to the Alice's second closest bowl, which is the one directly behind the head, sitting there and flopping in.
Yep.
I don't know, obviously I know Cooper's game because I've seen him play plenty of times. I don't know Kenny's games. I don't know whether he's an attacking player. I mean, the way the head's shaped, he could get that bowl out clean for 4 or 5 here, so.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see his game during the day. It's
Geez,
it's
he nearly
such a great effort.
it's actually turned out not great for him because now where he turned the blue bowl in, it's locked Sonia Sutton's bowl in.
Hong Kong green's quite often a bit slow, so
Generally,
they might have almost a Northern Hemisphere style of play. I don't imagine they'll be going too many big drives. Beautiful part of the world, Hong Kong. I spent a little bit of time there late last year, JT.
Yeah, you did. You left us all at work and floated around.
I did. One of the better spots I've been. Not I've travelled a lot, to be fair, but fantastic. I'd go back there in a heartbeat. Beautiful people.
Close again. Just got to hang up to the purple to give it a little nudge.
Very good
Close.
effort.
Morning, Bobby Napier. Hope you're well, mate. I'm not convinced Cooper will be trying to get super close. There's probably too much danger in it. He could have played the perfect draw shot and go one down, so
Yeah, exactly.
I'd be taking the one.
Good little practice bowl.
Morning, Jess. Hope you're well.
Go around the grounds for the travel studio at Moama Bowling Club. A great start to Geraldine Mott and Robert McGarity, both from Merimbula. They're up 6-0 after over Benny Glass and Kylie Alexander from Yakandanda. 6-0 after 2 ends. Joe McMahon and Steve Webster have a narrow lead over Ellie Hipworth and Bailey Randall, 1-0. First end, obviously. And over on the far
Are
right.
you checking the live scores or are you checking just what's on the scoreboard?
Scoreboards.
Well, why don't you use the live button? Because they've played a couple ends, you're not actually giving out the correct scores.
There's a live button? What's the live button, JT?
Well, you go into the bowls link and you hit the live button, Tone.
I didn't know that was there.
There you go. Guess what?
That is amazing. So that tells me every match, the end, and I can tap on the match and it tells me what they scored on each end.
Yep.
How long's this been going on?
For a little while, Tone. I know you're tongue-in-cheek at the moment.
As I live and breathe.
I think you're funny sometimes, but you're just really not.
Yes, I'm not funny, correct. I do have a bit of fun though. All our matches, of course, being live scored, so you can follow along wherever you are around the world.
Be interesting to see. Matty O's job today was head to Traralgon and round anyone up who didn't do it yesterday.
Well, let's check how Matty O's gone. I'll give you a Matty O scorecard. Pretty good. Oh. Mark Mack, Cheryl Atkinson. That one hasn't got a scoring yet, but so we'll keep an eye on that one.
He'll
And
get
we'll
sacked
give
for that.
We'll give a Matty O score update. Back to action here. Cooper Sutton asking this one to rip in. Morning, Noreen, watching on YouTube here on BVTV. And Dean, who's watching from Poyth in WA.
It's like 6:15 in the morning over there.
Yeah, nice and early over there. Heading over there later this year for the Nationals. Beautiful city, Perth.
Won't be going this year, Tone.
No, unless, of course, you somehow sneak your way into... Well, you're not even at State Champs Week this year, are you? First time in a long time.
Yeah, not doing that, and I'm not playing in Paris stateside. I've like kind of
Retired, too
not
old.
not retired, but
Just having a sabbatical.
yeah, something like that.
All right. Well, it's nice. Somebody else will have an opportunity. I mean, of course, you're making the assumption that you're going to get selected anyway. And on current form, that's highly doubtful.
Rightio.
Lovely bowl.
Very good, Sonia Sutton.
Take a bow. Couple of shots. The Whaler Suttons so far. There's Lorraine Dowson in the back of our shot there. She's umpiring, assisting to umpire across this screen. Shout out to Morwell Bowls Club. They've always provided a bunch of volunteers for the umpiring as well. They do a terrific job, including Roger, whose name isn't Roger, but we've had a different name for him every day. Great response from Alice.
It's Danny, and Danny's given me a different name every day.
He's called you Roger, Paul,
And Jimmy.
and Jimmy.
Jimmy was he actually just thought I was Jimmy.
Yeah. But then he's played along with it since and continued along with the shenanigans. He's a good guy, actually.
Yeah.
We like Danny. I like anybody who puts a little bit of you-know-what on you. Morning to you, Harley Taylor-Irwin. JT is in the firing line, and as he should be. If anybody wants to pile on in the comments, we would welcome it. Just needs to be brought down a peg or two every now and again. And when I say every now and again, I mean daily.
Come on, we're here to commentate, mate.
Sorry.
Concentrate. Be professional.
My bad. So Johnny Roberts just wiping a bit of chalk off.
Yeah, Alice's bowl still had
there.
some on there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very attentive umpire.
Good chance here for Kenny.
Yeah, spot on, T-Bone. Old tickets, JT. We ran out of tickets now to go and get some more printed so he could put some more on his own back.
Just his line. And his weight too. Cooper's probably lacking a yard or two there because if he passes, he sort of covers where the jack could go. At the moment, he's a little vulnerable.
Kenny's got a bit extra speed here.
Geez, these
Turning
things
in
turn.
hard now. It's a great effort.
Be interesting to see what bowls he's got. He might have again, for a Hong Kong situation, might have some swoopers.
Yep.
Or some Taylor aces.
Morning, Mickey West. Just a reminder, JT said you were no good as a tipster. I said you were good. And yeah, look, he doubled down at dinner. He said, no, Mickey West is no good. So don't let him get away with it, Mickey West. That's what I'd say. Bit of Bowls royalty tuning in as well. Mark Casey saying, come on, Coops. 20 years yesterday since Mark Casey won his gold medal.
I've seen that.
I cannot believe that's been 20 years. That'd be a nice old anniversary, I reckon.
He was young and skinny back then.
You are going to get yourself into so much trouble today. It's ridiculous. All right, back to action here. Kenny with his final bowl. A ripping effort with his second.
To give him a bit of love, is he the best left-hander we've seen?
There's some good left-handers going around. Here we go. Kenny with a little extra pepper. Not quite. Good effort.
Well,
2 shots apiece, JT. 3 hands gone. Mickey West is saying, love JT. Mate, you should have heard what he was saying, Mick West. Don't let him get away with it. We'll do the replay. What's the story behind Sharky?
Well, it's actually a nickname that come from the very short Geelong West stint I had back in the day.
Oh, you mean the one where you played 2 games and weaseled into a final and got front and centre with the trophy and all the pictures and said it was you that won it? That game.
Something like that. Anyway. Bushy was the coach at Geelong West then, and now he's obviously linked at Deer Park. He's probably shared the story of Case. Something along those lines.
Yeah, I like it. Morning to you, Wayne Arnold, watching on YouTube. Loving the commentary. We're loving bringing it to you. We bring it to you thanks to the generous support of our friends at Greenline. If you'd like to get onto the Greenline project estimate tool, head to greenline.com.au. Just needs another 1.5 yards. Yeah, nice opening ball from Alice. Some scores from around the grounds thanks to White Rabbit Advisory. Joe McMahon, Steve Webster leading 4-zip over Ella Hipworth and Bailey Randall. Geraldine Knott and Scott McGarrity, I should say, from Marimbula leading 6-0 over Ben Glass and Kylie Alexander. And Melissa and Grant Banks also leading 6-0 over Jill White and Alex Muirhead. So I'm going to be kicking herself with that one. Speed, the line's pretty good. Speed just a touch off. Morning, Mary, who's watching all the way from Laguna Beach in California.
That's Mary, who joined us a couple of years in a row.
She did. In fact, at this very venue, we had them on a live stream.
Live streamed them on the other green.
Correct. Yeah, good clear directions there from Cooper Sutton. I am very much looking forward to catching up with you in Barham, Mick West. I'd like to hear that story. Oh, just finds the hole. Cooper Sutton gave his mum Sonia a bit of licence to play with a bit of extra weight. Oh, JT, we're both wrong. That was Mary Hedgepeth or something, wasn't it?
Jeez. Oh, that's your fault.
Well, how's it my fault? You said it and I agreed. Mary, when you do come out and play the Vic Open, we will put you on the live stream at Morwell and it'll all be good. And I'll give my friend here, JT, a little whack across the side of the head. I do like she called us gentlemen, though.
She doesn't know us that well.
It doesn't happen that often, I've got to say. The one. That's the time. Don't you start picking on me too. I've already got Josh this side picking on me. I don't need another Josh picking on me.
Okay. Kenny, what can he do? He's holding one. It's a bit of traffic to navigate. It's
Yeah.
probably, I mean, he's either just around or just under.
It's a skipper's nightmare, this one. That is the loudest mobile phone ring I've ever heard.
Is that what it was?
Yeah. You're the lady playing on ring 3. So
you-
cannot contain herself.
It's Kylie Alexander. You got the wrong names mixed up too.
Oh,
It was
I got
Joanne
twice.
Hedgepeth
Oh,
and
that's
Mary
close.
Thompson. So that's 2 mistakes. So
Yeah, 2 mistakes. I'll take myself off. Back to action here. Cooper Sutton, I know that name. You get to hold for the bowl. Oh, great effort.
Mary and Joanne were involved in the famous match when Jimmy and I's commentary just differed there for a little bit and just straight away. That's the
Fighting the bear or the biscuits one.
fighting the for both same match. Needs to navigate underneath that one. Has he got the weight? Not quite. I think it does do if Cooper was looking to sit that bowl again. The puck kind of takes that shot away. To me, there's enough room that you should just try and dead draw shot. And there is a way in there. You'd have to be just under the shorter blue bowl and you could come in for shot.
Last bowl for Cooper Sutton of end number 4. Searching weight
Hang
again.
for the jack. Hang for the jack.
Wants the jack, doesn't want the hole. Misses by a whisker. Great effort. It was worth a big number. He's had a couple of opportunities to pick up 3s and 4s and just missing. Kenny needs to try and navigate a lot of front traffic to add a second shot in.
I think the backhand's the right option. He only has to get around that second shorter bowl of Alice's, and he's probably got 2.5 feet to draw another. Just got to play good weight. Finds a hole, he's in.
Pretty good to me. Oh, it held a little bit more than what I thought. Thought that was going to whip in nicely.
I think it'll be just the 1 to Alice and Kenny here.
We'll put it on the board as 1 and adjust if we need to. Johnny Roberts is holding up the 1. He's pretty confident it's 1. Morning to you, Graham Spencer. Good, thanks.
I was going to say good thanks. Why are 2 words synonymous with one guy?
I don't know. I actually don't even know the background of that other than that's all I know about him. Slightly long measure, you can see. 2-person measure. Just double checking that this is only 1. 1 it is. Johnny Roberts was all over that one. One of the best. 3-2, Alison Kenny. 2 of our many competitors from Hong Kong over here with their nose in front. 3-2, 4 rounds gone. Let's check some other matches. Chloe Sugar and Jack McNabb leading 6-4 over Jolene and Vinny.
One of those might have been one of my mixed pairs. 2 tips. Remember, not saying which one yet.
No, you won't give that away.
And I'll change the spreadsheet if it happens to go the other way.
A couple of club mates of mine, Rach Powers and Andrew Daly, got their nose in front of Lacey Kiss and Max Heaton Harris. That'd be a good match, I reckon. Sammy Rogers and Liv Cartwright leading 6-0 over their
Who are they playing?
opponents from Hong Kong.
Ah.
Early days, obviously, only 4 ends in. So.
Do you remember what Sam was saying at dinner last night? He was trying to learn some Cantonese so we could talk to him.
Steve and Kelly McKieran up 10-0 after 5 ends over their opponents from Caulfield Park. Jen Surf and Alan Callow continuing on their merry way up 7-0 over Mayer and Ash Rees. Well, this was another good match. We said it'd be good. Shelley Holcomb and Clayton Holcomb leading 6-2 over James Scullin and Sammy Atkinson. 4 ends gone there.
Spence went to Corranborough yesterday and said it's a super little club, which is fantastic to hear.
Yes, yeah, good people out there.
And everybody at home, obviously watching the stream, can get on their phones and check the live scores, either on the app or just on the BowlsLink results portal.
Oh, this would be a good match too. So watch this bowl come in from Alice. Speed's pretty good. Andraff and Gary Johnson, Bellan and Webb Connor up against Leanne Poulsen and Maddie Robertson. 2 all after 3. Addie Ryan, Todd Trewarn up against Caitlin and Cooper Kraus. 4 all after 4 there. So, well, how's this for a matchup? Nicole McKenzie and Mickey Coram up against Marley Malcolm, Tyson Cromie. 4-3 the way of Coram and McKenzie. Follow along any and all of these matches on BowlsLink.
No one really nailed it yet. Alice definitely got the advantage over Sonia. A couple of closer ones at this stage.
Good evening to you, June, watching from Aberdeenshire in Scotland. Nice to have you joining us here on BVTV. Of course, our coverage brought to you thanks to the Dandenong Club and the Moama Bowling Club.
Why are claps so loud from across the green and the sound effects?
Those ones really dialed.
It's like directly across the opposite side of the green and they're just picking up huge in the sound effects.
Yeah, I hope nobody does anything untoward over there. We'll hear it.
I was going to say something, but I won't.
No, be careful. Last bowl of Sonia Sutton for end number 5. Barring it being killed, of course. Dead ends are replayed here. One of the best things about the Vic Open, changed a couple of years ago. The 2.25 hour time limit. Dead ends are replayed all the way through until the time limit expires. Second shot. It's the call from Cooper Sutton. Very popular among the players, JT, to have the ability to kill the end if they need to get themselves out of trouble.
Yeah, it's a skill and art of the game still.
Absolutely it is. Should be in more tournaments. Kenny done here, JT. Track's good, just not sure on the speed.
Short, Tone, just a fraction short.
Pretty much back to the centre line.
Still plenty of room here. Coop's drawing in. It's not there either, I don't think, Tone.
No. Not happy with himself there, so turned away knowing that one didn't come out exactly as he'd planned. And he's got a nice little path in if he's got the speed. Just a touch shy again, so players just struggling to get used to it.
And you said this green was quick.
It's normally quick. It's just a bit cold, so it's not quite as quick as it should be.
It's not how carpets work, Tony.
I'm trying to paddle my way out of trouble, JT, and you're just heaping more sand on me.
Still 1 to Alison Kenny.
Really hoiked that one down there. Just pinched his line a touch in trying to get it a little further. Last bowl for end number 5, JT. Cooper Sutton down 1.
He's a lot narrower.
Does he have the speed though? Falling into the same trap. Won the way of Kenny and Ellis. Players will just double check to make sure. Johnny Roberts is confident, I'm confident. We'll have a change in commentary, JT. I'll leave you with Kai Shannon.
Thanks, Tone. Someone sensible to join me. Welcome, Kai. 2.
Hello, JT.
You're on the scoreboard, Kai.
That's it. We've got, what was it, 2 to the...
Hong Kong pairing of Alice and Kenny. Close match. Like this, it's obviously 3 the difference at the moment, but it can be anybody's game. I don't think anyone's absolutely nailed it consistently yet, and thus if one of the teams can get a bit of ascendancy and get a bit of momentum going their way, the game could swing very quickly.
Definitely. This might help the Suttons here. The change of length, although they lost the end. Jack going in the ditch. Cooper calling for a change.
So, first Vic Open. How's it been going for you so far? In the
Loving
working
it.
space, loving it?
Loving it.
Good to see.
It's good to see so many people from not only all around the state, all around the country, and all around the world, in fact. You know, meet new people, catch up with old friends. It's all happening. It's been very exciting first 2 days, and can't wait for the remainder of the events to come.
Just pace yourself.
Definitely.
Trust me. Couple good starters there from Alice. she's definitely got the ascendancy in terms of the lead battle so far, Kai.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. Sonia just struggling a little bit with her weight so far, watching from the sidelines. Alice has definitely made the most of it.
Yeah, handy 3 bowls there.
Kenny giving the clap of approval. Happy with those 3. Sonia just looking to add the weight. Lines aren't too bad. She's done it pretty well.
Needed that. Needed that. Kenny's got a good chance. If he plays a nice good draw shot, obviously there's room there to draw, but if he happens to move it a fraction on the forehand, he'll probably bring Alice's bowls all back in again. Just lacking the weight there. It's a good bowl there from Coop. Definitely shot now. Still chances here for Kenny. Just got to make sure he gives his bowler a chance, you know, even if he's playing 2 feet away.
Not far away, just don't want a hole.
Oh, don't know. Paddler and ITO extraordinaire, Johnny Roberts getting in there just to have a good look for himself.
Always does it with a smile, old Johnny.
Knows where the camera is.
That's it, he does.
Cooper's close again. He can get to the bowls. No. Oh, bit of jack. Okay, still got 1, but there's vulnerability there now because, again, I'm not convinced Kenny plays big weight or anything like that, but there's a chance to get the bowl clean for 4 or 5. You could play forehand really quick.
I don't know if he strikes me as the real quick kind of guy, JT. He, very relaxed character, isn't he?
I think you might be right, but again, if the shot's there, the shot's there, though.
Yeah, definitely.
And you just don't know if he gets it. And the Cooper going to the mat, being 4 or 5 down on the head,
Puts all sorts of pressure on.
he might miss that easy draw shot. But I don't think he's playing it. Well, I know he is. No, just in between. Little miscommunication there between the 2 leads. Sonia thought Alice was going to pick the mat up and go, no, hang on, we've got one to come. Plenty of room here for Coop. Plays similar speed to his last. I know he's switching to the other hand, but Matter of getting it out in the right line.
This track's not too bad, is it?
And you should count. It's a good bowl.
It's a good shot.
2 it is. And we've got the Bowls for Your Life Mega Bowl this evening, Kai.
That's it. I'm very excited for this one. I haven't participated or been involved in a Mega Bowl before, and
And guess what? You're running it.
that's it. Very exciting.
So just for those at home, and obviously anyone in the area, anybody can come and join. How it works is we take single entries up until 6:30, and then at 7 o'clock we'll start the event. And it's a 1 bowl, 1 end singles match. We'll go through from knockout. It's pretty simple. You beat your opponent 1 bowl, you progress to the next round. And we'll progress all the way down to we'll have 2 people left, 1 bowl each. Hopefully have a big crowd there watching.
No pressure.
And what will happen is the winner will take half the entry pool, and the other half will go to our great charity partner in Bowls for Your Life.
Certainly is a great partner. Bowl for Your Lives. Do a power of work.
Half is around here. I don't know where he's gone, but he was around here. And he'll be joining us later tonight when we do the Mega Bowl.
As Sonia places a very good starter while we were chatting there, JT.
At some stage, you're going to head to Traralgon, and you're going to have a little, just a little spot set up, and you'll be able to take. Obviously, we encourage people to do it online and via Bowls Link, but if they want to come up and just tap a card, and you'll manually put their entry into the draw.
That's it. They'll we'll hopefully get plenty of people down for the Mega Bowl tonight, and
$10 to enter. It's nothing. And when it's going half, it's going to charity. It's all worth it. I'm going to have a crack at it. And Josh, the technician's going to come down and have a crack at it too.
we can't let both the Joshes win, surely. We've got to get half of Traralgon down and make sure these two don't get through.
We just have to wait till that quarterfinal round finishes at Traralgon, then we'll kickstart it after that. You know, so great bowls there from Sonia Sutton. No, it's you flip a coin, all right, and then whoever wins the toss, you can either give the mat away and then you determine what length it is. There's nothing stopping anyone from having a little ping at it too, you know, like if they want to try and run the jack in the pit, but miss. Could be an easy hit for the next person, you know. There's some strategy behind it all.
Got to be pretty brave to try and run the jack in the pit, don't you, JT?
And I've just created a new rule as we're speaking. If you kill the end, you automatically lose the end.
There you go.
All right, a couple of good bowls here from Sonia so far this end. Very good bowl, Sonia Sutton.
Keep very happy with those three. Found her groove a little bit on this end, Sonia. Very well played.
A loud high five, wasn't it? It's just this sound effects, Joshua. You've got them ridgy edge. I can hear. What I don't get is how well I'm hearing the claps on the other side of the green. It's still doing my head in. Maybe my headphones just turned up too loud or something. Anyway, big chances here for Cooper and Son Sutton. Got 3 at the moment. Chance to capitalise. Swing the match in their favour.
As you said before, JT, no one's sort of taken that first step. It's a big chance here.
Yep. Get to the line would be nice.
That was nearly an accidental blocker.
Big bowl here from Kenny. Pressure is on.
Not quite there from Kenny.
Could be better.
Oh, for probably 18 inches, and it would have counted. That might make Kenny reconsider what hand to play. He doesn't love that last one. It's in his way.
What would you play, JT?
Funny enough, I
if you're on
think
the
I
mat?
would nearly play forehand. Looking at the behind the head shot here, if he's under Alice's purple bowl, there's a chance there if you're just arriving, if you happen to be a bit tight, you might roll your own one in just to make it a bit different,
Yep.
different shaped head.
Kenny's opted to stay the same hand.
Montana.
It's the most aggressive I've heard him during this match. Stayed on though. And Alan joined us all the way from Israel. I'm not, man, I have cracks at, sounding out cities and names. Raranana? Which is it?
Yeah, I think you got that pretty spot on, JT. I probably would have said the same thing. Raranara. Ranana.
It's like banana, but the ra in front instead of the B.
Yep.
It's probably totally different.
we probably absolutely stuffed that up, but thanks for joining us nonetheless.
That might, well, that could have even been my shot gone that I was calling.
Yeah.
If I'm in Kenny's shoes, I'd say this head looks ugly.
Not pretty at all.
And I still think he's 3 down. I haven't actually double checked with what was Johnny was paddling this end.
Does look like 3 from here though, doesn't it? Look at that angle. It just doesn't look great, does it?
Could be also one of those ones, if you're that way inclined, just to let it rip up the middle and see,
Yeah.
see if something sticks. He's opting for the backhand again, so I'm saying he's playing something similar, just needs to be a fraction tighter than his last. He's wide again, I reckon.
He's hooking.
Oh. 3 it is. So is that swing in the game? They've hit the front, the Suttons. 7-5.
I'm being carried, JT.
And those who are joining us at home, and the sound effects picked up Cooper saying he's being carried. Oh, I wasn't going to argue with him.
We did mention that though. Good start from Sonia.
Well,
Set him up real well.
Sonia's last 2 hands been caught.
Those sound effects of grab it were from the furthest rink away, JT. As we see the jack roll into the pit. So Alice will readjust the mat and pick her own length.
It's been a couple misplaced jack rolls so far. I think that's the third one for the game now, Kai.
Yeah, third so far. Makes a big difference when you're going from a lot longer to a lot shorter.
Hong Kong pairing, getting the mat, immediately go back to that much longer end, Kai.
Sonia jumps straight back on. She's starting to find her groove now. Alison, can he need it? Stay switched on. If Sonia's going to keep this up.
Got to unmute yourself, Kai.
That was a bit awkward.
we all do that once or twice a day.
Two good starters from Sonia again.
Who did you tip in the mixed pairs, Kai?
The mixed pairs, I tipped Stephen and Kelly McCarran.
Who are leading very
who are
early on in
doing
that
well,
match, yeah.
and Tyson, Cromie and Marley Malcolm, who are also doing
They were just down the last score we
quite
gave.
well, but yeah, down at the minute. Had a good day yesterday. What
We'll
about you, JT?
Well, we'll talk about that in a second. We're just going to go around the grounds here at Morwell. A little bit of a score update brought to you by our presenting partner, Hanselite. We have McGarity versus Alexander. The pairing from Marimbula are leading 11-5 after 9 ends. And then Randall versus Webster's a tight one. Randall and Webster are both 6-all after 9. Bailey Randall did just trail the jack down the line for a couple there, so that might change things there in that end. And then in the far rink, Muirhead versus Banks. Muirhead 11-7 up after 7. My recollection is Banks was leading that match 7-4, so Muirhead's gone on a great little roll there. My picks, well, I don't recall. No, I do remember. Pretty sure I remember. Yeah, that's what I thought I did tip. I went a bit strategic with my selections, Kai. I looked at it from the sense that we have a top and bottom half, so I tried to find a team from either half that was going to come out. And hopefully give me a chance that maybe they play off in the final against each other, and all of a sudden I stack up
You get
a heap of points.
the winner and the runner-up.
Well, you just never know.
Fair shot here from Cooper.
Yes, definitely the best one so far. Kenny's down here. He's got a chance to land the bowls. Or even just underneath with good speed, nearly draws a shot. Just lacked probably a foot. See, oh, I call mixed pairs divorce pairs, right? Is it family squabble pairs too, if you're playing with your mum? Cooper just said, "Mum."
She was off blowing her nose in the corner. Fair effort here, Cooper Sutton. Unbelievable speed.
I'd be hunting at this. Chances of hitting the pack or getting your own through or just underneath for the jack. Oh, get the wriggle up from the one on the centre line.
Not how Kenny saw it, but a kind result.
I feel like Coop's got to be careful. If he opts to play weight, doesn't quite get it right. He could rip all three of his own out. But if I know him well enough, he will be very attacking here still. No, he's not ripping his own three out, that's for sure. Oh, he has played a very good bowl. Got a little bit of a result off it, but the weight was good to transfer back over to the shot bowl and gets it, shunts it through, and then follows through with it. Watch this again. Probably two bowls narrow, comes back, shoots him, and then comes on through. Plenty of room though. It's probably only one to Coop and Sonia. He's probably just got to draw on the backhand here.
He hasn't played much of the backhand, has he, going in this direction? Be interesting to see how he goes here.
All he's got to do is play good speed here. Well, needed to come another probably 18 inches, I reckon, Kai. I'm not sure who's got shot. Well, I don't know. Whilst our cameras are very good and our technicians very good, the angle's always not giving you the, it's not the right perception sometimes. There it is.
It's 3 ends on the trot for the Sutton pairing.
We've got Dougie joining us all the way from Bulgaria. I think it's the first time I've ever seen anybody from Bulgaria joining us on the stream. Kai?
Oh, I certainly haven't. That's a new one. Thanks for joining us, Douglas.
Still think this game's got a couple different turns left in it, Kai. I don't know why, but that's just my gut feel.
Both sides have been thereabouts all day. It's Sonia just looking for 2 or so feet. Track is a good area. Just needs that little bit more.
Yeah, good correction.
Alice switching over to her forehand.
Sonia stick it. Oh no, she is changing to the backhand. I was going to say, I thought that last bowl of Alice's might have been in the way. She swung over. Yeah, not a bad switch. Holding 3 at the moment. Stephen Guest watching from Scotland. Welcome, Stephen. Pretty late there at night at the moment. Played such good speed, Kai.
Thereabouts definitely helps.
Well, probably it definitely cuts 1 out.
Got a nice little crowd building here at Morwell JT.
That's good. That's what you want. Bit of atmosphere for the day.
So knockout rounds are certainly exciting.
So we're going to have 3 knockout rounds here today. We'll have a one team left over, and that team will then have to travel to Traralgon to play the quarterfinal this afternoon. Yeah, good bowl, Cooper Sutton.
Looks very tempting, that JT, doesn't it?
I'd be giving it a chance down the back end. He's definitely given it a chance on the back end.
He's not far away either.
He's nearly nosed the jack. Oh, gets enough of it. Gets the jack down the back. Toucher goes in the pit. I reckon they're holding 2 at the moment. Still plenty of room. It should be good enough for 1. Mickey Stevenson joining us on the stream and making a little comment about yourself, Kai, saying you're not playing to give the rest of everybody a chance.
Of course, Michael. Got to save every other event for you, of course. Michael has signed up for our Mega Bowl tonight.
Has
so
he?
he will be there. Yep, online on Bowls Link. He's signed up. So
Good work. He's chasing the cash.
that's it.
Kenny'd probably want that one back after playing a very good run shot. And the drive to draw can be tricky at times. And
Definitely one of the hardest shots in the book.
Cooper's pretty much just going to play the same way to bowl, just fix his lineup, make it good too.
little bit wider.
Yeah, it should count though. Yeah, it's 2. Very good. Best one. Kenny just needs to fix his weight up. His line was good the first one. Rightio. How's he tracking? Well, first part's all right. It's all on the speed now.
Come on, Jack.
He needs to get the jack.
Come on, Jack.
He was yelling at the jack. Still think he's 2 down though, Kai.
Yeah, I think so. And there we go, as indicated by Padler and ITO John Roberts.
Now, score's now 10-5. It was 5-2 as well, Kai, and they've scored 4 consecutive ends. Dan joining us from Wagga Wagga. Went to uni in Wagga.
Wagga, did ya?
Yeah, didn't last 12 months. Try and do the pub crawl in Wagga Wagga. It's one of the longest streets you've ever seen.
Just keeps going and going and going.
Responsibly, though.
Of course.
Rightio. N10. This is the time when Alice and Kenny have to swing it back around the other way if they're going to get back in the game.
100% JT, it's go time now. 6 ends to play. A score here for the Suttons could just nearly put it out of reach. Of course, it's never out of reach with 5 ends to go, but they're just on a bit of a roll and needs to be slowed down.
It's probably the loosest first bowl Sonia's played in 3 ends, I reckon, so there's a chance here.
And even that, her loose bowls at the start were same distance but short. So having that one behind, missing in the right areas. Big chance for Alice here.
If she can nail this one, put a bit of pressure back the other way. Just cooked it a little bit, Kai.
Yeah, just falling into the ditch. Plenty of room for Sonia to correct here.
Good correction there from Sonia. Alice's weight's just crucified her a little bit here.
Nailed the line with all 3 of her bowls too, JT, which is probably the most frustrating part of those 3 bowls. It's all the pressure back on Kenny now.
There's still one other wrinkle to the mixed pairs in the knockout stage, Kai, if we get to the stage where one team is mathematically impossible being able to win, they don't have to complete all 15 ends. So that's, you know, might only play 13 ends or 14 ends depending on the score and the result. Yeah, it'll count. Kenny just missing on his weight as well. Still plenty of room for Coop to add another. Yeah, it's in. That's 3. Still room though, if you're good enough. They come out a little bit more wobbly than normal, I reckon, Kai. However,
And his speed.
not on the worst track. He's got to get the jack though. Still 3. Yeah, good call there from Sonia. Get to Cooper's 4 in as he's a lefty. If he beats the blue bowl, he's in a good home and he counts.
2 birds with 1 stone.
It's good by you. You were due to contribute.
That's it, eventually.
If he gets to his own, it'll sort of flick it, hang around. Nearly does exactly what he wanted to do indirectly. That is 4 shots.
Big bowl this one. JT.
They drop 4 here.
Take it out to 9 with 5 ends to play. Doesn't make it easy.
It's either hand, still a draw shot. Just pick the hand you like and back yourself in.
Just a foot off his last. 2 foot off his last.
All right, the line's right. And it's on the speed. No, he had no speed, Kai. And that's 4. And that means I'm jumping out of the commentary area, Kai, and you're going to be joined by the Chief Eating Officer and Tony Sherwell.
Thanks for having me, JT. Thanks for joining me, I should say.
Thanks for leaving, JT. That's what you should be saying, Kai.
Oh, boy.
Everyone will be pleased.
Oh, I don't think I can say that. I guess you can, but anyways.
It's been a fair old turnaround for the Suttons since I was in. I was in for the first half a dozen ends. Peeled off 5 in a row. Well in control of this match now, 14-5. 10 ends gone. Come on, Mum, is the call.
Great start, Sonia. Game started to turn when Sonia started to switch on. She was just that 2-3 feet short early. As soon as she started to put the pressure on, the results have come.
On you, Sonia. Go around the grounds for White Rabbit Advisory. Ella Hipworth, Bailey Randall leading 11-7 over Joe McMahon and Steve Webster. 13 ends gone there. Geraldine Knott and Scott McGarity leading 14-7 over Ben Glass and Kylie Alexander. 13 ends gone there as well. And over on the far rink, Jill White and Alex Muirhead leading 17-14 over Melissa and Grant Banks. 11 ends gone there. Yeah, good first 2 bowls.
Especially in this direction, she's been unbelievable the last 3, 4, 5 ends.
Fair enough. Grant Banks getting up and about, a few rings over.
Got a cracker on their hands, a high scoring one over there too.
Yeah, certainly do. He played a pretty good bowl, in fairness. So. Sonia just clarifying what her skipper wants. Is there anything in behind? She's already done the damage with her first 2.
Out on a good line, and she got the right speed.
Well, it's not in behind, but pretty fair nonetheless. Unless my maths are no good, Kai, they can actually shake hands on the rink next door. Good effort from Alice there. Gets a shot out. Still down 2. It's a 7-shot margin.
I think your maths is no good, Tony.
Why?
Because they got 2 ends to go.
No, they've just played that end. They haven't put it on the scoreboard yet.
Ah, well, there
And
you
it was
go.
the McGarity combination that scored. So anyway, they're getting their money's worth.
That's it.
Slightly against the laws of the sport, but details.
Coop just looking at sit one in behind.
I'd love to know the percentage of bowls that have been short, that haven't been effective in this match. Quite high, tipping somewhere around the 80-odd% or more from both teams.
Spoke about it yesterday. This green can be a little deceiving. You expect the synthetic to be quick, and it's not that. It's 13 and a half, 14 seconds.
Yeah, playing a little bit under minimum, under 27 metres now. Timed at just over 14, but it's certainly not as quick as what it used to be. I remember when we came here a few years back, there was kind of a slower green on the other side of the bowlers clubhouse, and this one was the quicker one. Handy bowl here from Kenny. Just needs to turn in the last little bit. Falls out, unfortunately for him. Still 2, the way of the Suttons. Yeah, so 15-7 on the rink next door. That's 8 shots the difference and 6 bowls in play. So that's a win to Geraldine Knott and Scott McGarity from Merimbula. Good effort from Coops there, just falling a touch shy. Probably a nuisance for Kenny though. He's going to come down and survey the damage before he works out which shot to play.
As we know, that forehand for Kenny is less turny than his backhand.
I like your use of tourney.
Less turny.
I like it. For those just joining us, this is BVTV, the Henselite Victorian Open for 2026. Kai Shannon is joining me, Tony Sherwell in commentary. And looks like another match is done.
That's the Randall and Webster match.
Yeah, Ella Hipworth leading up for Bailey Randall. Looks to have got the chocolates over Joe McMahon and Steve Webster. We'll give you the final score when it's done. Good bit of speed here. Well, he kicks one bowl out, so it's better. 2 down to 1 down. The Suttons continue on their merry way. 15-5, 11 ends gone.
And that's up to 6 on the trot now. Tone.
Yeah, they've certainly found another gear, haven't they?
There's only 4 ends to go. Alison Kenny almost nearly need to score this end to give themselves a chance.
Other scores from around the grounds thanks to McDonald's Gippsland. Sam Rogers, Liv Cartwright, 18-5 over their Hong Kong opponents. Look to be through there. Chandler Surf and Alan Callow from Ocean Grove getting the better of Mayer and Ash Rees from Drysdale. One of the favourites for the event, Cass Millerick and Cam Keenan getting over the top of Tim and Lisa Phillips. 19-6, 13 ends gone there, so they'll be about to shake hands if they haven't already. What would have been a cracking match, Anne Draffin and Gary Johnson from Ballarat area up against Leanne Paulson from New Zealand, representing Club Helensvale, and Maddie Robertson. Robbo leading 11-8 after 11 there. Plenty of matches. All being live scored on Bowls Link. Jump on, follow your favourites. Check in, see how club mates are going.
Of course, using the famous live button, Tone.
It's the only way to do it. So just repeating on the rink next door, Geraldine Knott and Scott McGarity from Merimbula have gotten over the top of Ben Glass and Kylie Alexander from Yakandanda. 15-8. We don't have updated scores from the Ella Hipworth Bailey Randall win over Joe McMahon and Steve Webster, but it has been a win to Ella and Bailey Randall.
Sonia Sutton has certainly come to play in this second half of this mixed pairs game.
It sort of took a few ends to get used to it this morning, just dropping a few short, as a few players on this green have done. Since then, she has been dialed in.
There's been a few occasions where Coops walked past and said, "Oh no, boys, I'm being carried."
Nothing wrong with that. There's Bailey Randall and Steve Webster getting in shot.
Bit of camera time.
Yeah, I'd say there's every chance that we'll have Ella Hipworth and Bailey Randall on the stream next, up against Geraldine Knott and Scott McGarity from Marumbula. Look forward to that one here on BVTV. Alice just losing another bowl, being forced to try and turn heads over.
I'm doing the game at, 6 end.
They've obviously got a very good relationship, mother and son. They're having a good bit of fun and a few jokes out there, all in a nice, very nice sportsman-like manner.
Lots of smiles, which we love to see.
It's what it's all about, these big festival events such as the Vic Open. Yes, there's matches to be won and all that sort of stuff, but it's also about meeting new people, having a bit of fun, and enjoying the time you get playing with your teammates. Even better when it's a mother and son combination.
Definitely. It's, we speak about this a lot. Our sport is one of the most inclusive going around. You can play against your mum one day and with her the next, or vice versa. Kenny needs to keep running.
He's got his line dialed in, no doubt about that.
It's been the story of Kenny's day today, I think. It won't turn. Yes, it will. No, it won't.
We'll find out. He's succumbed to what his mother has said.
It's usually the best way to go about it, isn't it, Tone?
Yeah, well, it won't turn that much if you go under it. We'll never know. There's a bit of gap there now, though. We might find out in the next one.
Kenny plays sort of similar, turns his own, finds the gap, gets the jack. He's played this forehand majority of the day.
Good speed, just needed to be a bowl wider. Gets a little feather on the jack. Scoots on through, still going to find himself down a couple. Good effort. A better track from Cooper Sutton. Just lacked about 2 feet of speed.
Definitely a nuisance now. Might see Kenny switch over here, possibly. Coming up to assess his options.
Well, it's getting towards that time. This is end number 12. 10 shots the difference. Really doesn't want to go down another couple here.
You're right, Tone. This end is a make or break. If they score here, gets it back in single figures, give themselves a chance.
Can potentially get onto the shot bowl. Difficult to see there with Alice's head in the road. But onto the shot bowl and get the jack out. Kenny's waiting bowl, just playing the other hand. His bowls do turn slightly more. We may not get to see it with Alice's bounce in the road. Anyway, just missed wide, so no change there. Presume this is going to be 2 shots, Kai. Confirmed as 2, 17-5, 12 ends gone. 3 ends to go, 12 shots the margin. Makes the maths very simple. Any shot here for the Suttons and they can shake hands.
Another good jack roll from Sonia. Mat up on the tee as they have all day. It's worked for them, so why change? Sonia playing good speed, just a little wide.
Gets real up and about, Grant Banks. He's over on the far rink. He's louder than anyone in the venue.
Certainly know when he's close, don't you, Tone? Sorry.
It's been a good match over there. You've got local favourite Alex Muirhead, who's on the mat now. Still a novice, they tell me, but made it into the region side in his 3rd year. Certainly got the local support. Yeah, nice attempt from Sonia Sutton. Still down. Time for Alice to pile the pressure on. Morning to you, Mickey Booth, who's watching BVTV here on Facebook. From sunny Leopold. Good track here again from Alice. Good speed too, second shot. Cooper just calling his mum on the positive draw. Giving her a bit of licence to play with an extra yard away. 2 bowls to sit on. Just got to swing back a touch from there. Unfortunately, just lost it. Ideal would have been that to stay up somewhere near the back. Touch wider and a touch quicker from Alice. Gets a little bit of good fortune from a wide bowl. Holding 3. Could this be the comeback for the ages, Kai? Oof. Can't rule it out. 12 shots down, 3 ends to play. Holding 3 at the crossover. Alice has done her job.
This is the first time in 7, 8 ends that Cooper's had a little bit of pressure on him. See how he reacts. Going to play that similar shot that he called Sonia on his forehand. That is a lefty. Just 1 or 2 feet through.
Said a couple of times he's had an armchair ride. Great effort, just missing. can Kenny do? Does he keep piling the pressure on? Or does he try and get something in behind as a bit of coverage, a bit of insurance, if you like? Track's good. All on the speed, Kai. Gonna have enough to get in there. May count. It's a long way away, regardless. Still at least 3. Just Cooper Sutton just got to tighten his line up slightly. Looks to have.
Just doesn't want to hold now.
It's well played. It's 3 down. Probably back to 2. Back to 1, I should say.
Does give Kenny a chance to play his forehand, trail the jack, possibly for 4. But nonetheless, big help from Cooper.
Needs to hold the touch. Just whipping away now. Both skippers with 1 bowl to come.
Of course, a score to keep the game alive, as you mentioned, Tone.
Yeah, Cooper Sutton's just looking whether he can poke this jack through. The danger is he takes his own bowl out. The speed he's playing, he'll probably sit and stay, so I don't think there's...
Yeah, I think he wants to play the shot before Kenny does. They do have the 2 Bacchus bowls.
Yeah, if we can get the jack through to them, it'll be good night, nurse. There's he gone, Kai.
Needs to turn.
Oh.
Big chance for Kenny here. Foot trail, make a number.
Yeah. Alison Kenny just going through all the options over the head. While they do, we'll give you the final score. Ella Hipworth and Bailey Randall have beaten Joe McMahon and Steve Webster 14-7. So they'll find themselves through to the next round. Take on the Marimbula pairing, who had a victory on the rink next door. Last bowl of end number 13. It's a touch wide for mine, Kai. Good effort. Certainly won the way the Hong Kong pairing. Measure for second shot. Sonia doing the honours. Alice getting in nice and close to have a look. John Roberts, umpire extraordinaire, also keeping a watchful eye over things. Their tournament life, it's worth double checking. Just one it is. 17-6, 13 ends gone. That's 11 shots the difference. Which means, Kai, Hong Kong pairing of Alice and Kenny need a 6 and a 5, or a 5 and a 6 if you like. Obviously draw is no longer in play. We're into knockout stages. going on over on the far rink too. 3 shots the difference last end. And the Bankses are holding a couple already. We know Grant Banks is quite vocal. If he draws a shot here, he might bring the house down. Oh, no, he's just crashed into a bit of front traffic, so no change over there. We'll keep an eye on that one. Back to action here, Sonia Sutton. The first bowl of end number 14. Just telling Coops it's a bit wide. Good speed though. Oh, Alex Muirhead over on the far green with an absolute peach. There's 2 down at least, puts his arms up. The adoring crowd love it. Oh, the local hopes. There's a couple down. Draws the shot cold. Well played. Back to action here. Remembering Alison Kenny, our Hong Kong team, need a 5 and or a 6 in the next 2 ends.
Sonia on a nicer line here. Just needs the same legs.
Applause is for the far rink, where Jill White from Morwell and Alex Muirhead from Morwell have gotten over the top of their opponents, Melissa and Grant Banks from the City of Melbourne. Final score will be 20-16. We'll see them sail through to the round of 32, which will keep the local crowd very happy. Take on the winner of this match. Looks like it's going to be Sonia and Cooper Sutton, but stranger things have happened, Kai.
You never know, do you, Tone?
You certainly do not. Of course, all the around the ground scores brought to you by Harvey Norman Traralgon. We found that a little bit yesterday. If you get too far out on that hand, it doesn't quite come back as far. And Sonia Sutton's just fallen foul of that on this particular end. Still some work to do for Cooper Sutton to put this match away. Track from Kenny, all on the speed. It's got to have enough to get there. That's going to make it very difficult to get the 5 or 6 required. Cooper Sutton's got options galore. He can start trying to just drive bowls off the green or draw one close, have a bit of fun. Opted. Get one in behind. Kenny going with a bit of pace, trying to make something happen. 1 Unfortunately for him, he's kicked up an opposition bowl, so that will be the end of this match. Players shake hands, and that'll be a victory. One shot at the end will make it an 18-6 victory the way of the Suttons, rounding out the results here from Morwell this morning. A round of 64 action in the mixed pairs for the Henselite Victorian Open 2026. Ella Hipworth and Bailey Randall got over the top of Joe McMahon and Steve Webster, 14-7. Geraldine Knott and Scott McGarity from Marimbula got the better of Ben Glass and Kylie Alexander from Yakandanda, 15-8. And we've seen a match here of the Suttons get up 18-6 over the Hong Kong pairing of Su Chu Alice Wan and Wing On So, as they've asked us to call them Alison Kenny. It was a terrific match, played in good spirits, and a victory nonetheless. The way of Sonia and Cooper Sutton. Nice to see a family combination get through, Kai.
Definitely. We had a family combination yesterday, another one today. As we spoke about, the most inclusive sport going around. People from all over the world and people from the same family. It's great to see, and I'm sure we'll see much more on BVTV across the next week.
That we certainly will. Thank you very much to our streaming partners, the Moama Bowling Club, as I fumble my way through that, and the Dandenong Club, of course, all the supporters who enable us to host the Henselite Victorian Open down here in Gippsland. The Destination Gippsland organisation doing fantastic things for tourism, and the Trobe City Council, of course, the Victorian State Government, our presenting partner Henselite. We look forward to seeing you again on BVTV next time. Lovely work by Josh producing the show. Thanks very much to Kai and Josh Thornton for commentary. We'll see you again on BVTV.
The Morwell Convention and Reception Centre is open and ready. Weddings, seminars, functions, presentations, expos. It's a customisable modern space with top quality catering. For all functions big and small, book the Morwell Convention and Reception Centre today.
Depending on the conditions, whether it's indoor or outdoor I use my XGs for fast and slow greens. But when I go into indoors, I generally use the Tiger-based bowls, Tiger TXs, which have a bit more of a wider bias to get back to the jack.